Hi guys, it's your boy GadgetMan404 here, and this fly is like a tutorial of what you put into a video clip. So when you see someone's video clip and it's only like 2 minutes, don't think that they just did that one clip, that little clip, that little clip. You do a lot of flying and then you cut out the bits you don't want until you make the clip that you do want. So this video is my process of getting the shots I want to put into my final video. And then part 2 to this video will be how, well, you'll see the finished edition. So this is all the build up to it. Now I'm really sorry guys, I've just come to a place called, I think it's Swarkston's Canal, because there's Swarkston's Pavilion and I'm in Swarkston, but I don't know if it is Swarkston's Canal. But I'm on a road, I pulled in a lay-by, then I went to a bridge to go and do my voiceover, and then 3 bloody runners come up and literally started talking about 2 feet away from me, so I couldn't do my voiceover. My voiceover had them talking about how many laps they've done and all that crap. So yeah, I was really cheesed off. So now I've had to come back to my bike, and my bike is parked on the main road, and it's a beautiful day, and cars are going to keep coming by, and it's going to probably ruin the final of this video because you're going to get car noises coming past me. But there's nothing I can do, guys. Don't have a studio, I just have a phone, an app, and I'm on the fly watching my clip doing this tutorial. Now, I've been flying for it'll be 8 years this year, and here's a mistake that I've made. It was really bright, I've got a sunshade over my phone, but my Evo is minus 0.3. It's too dark. I should have gone probably to 0.0. So I'm going to change my Evo exposure. There you go. Now at this point I've probably gone too high. I should have gone to 0.0, but I'm now at plus 0.3. Now I come down to 0.0 or 0.0 or 0.0 whatever on the neutral. And then what you need to try and do, guys, is when you do that, and I haven't done it here, is you need to lock the AV. So that little padlock at the side of the AV, you need to touch it, and then if the sun changes the contrast, it won't change the colour of the video, but I haven't actually done this. This part of the clip I tried to get in a straight line, and as you can see I'm wavering, I'm sort of going from left to right. It wasn't windy, but I was at 99 feet high. And I'm not in Cine Smooth, I'm in P mode, so it's just my stick movements aren't the best. But there's some other clips that I'll probably use instead of that one, but this is the process. So I fly somewhere and I think, oh, I'll have a look down there. Now this isn't square, you can see it's not square, so I've got that little cross in the middle so I can line up so I can get square. That is the process of this, that is what I do. I have an idea, not before I get to the place, it's when I get to the place I think to myself, what can I do, what would look cool, what's going to look good, etc. And I'm at 100, just under 100 feet, so 99 feet high. I'm 977, 78 feet away. That is now coming down because I'm actually coming back to myself. So sometimes, guys, you don't have to fly 5 miles away to find something. Just park up nearby it and then fly over it or around it and get your shots. You don't have to fly far to get to somewhere. I like doing that, I'll be honest. I like flying far away to find something, have a look around and then come back. But when you're doing a specific kind of video, guys, have a bit of an idea in your head what you're going to do and then do it. So I wanted always to do this. So fly over the pavilion and do a circular fly rotation as I am literally going up. I'm ascending, I'm going up higher. I think at the highest point I go to like 178 feet high, so just under, nearly 200 feet. I am not breaking any rules, I do not believe, as the new EASA rules are giving people with sub 250 drones or 250 gram drones a lot more flexibility. I can fly over people if they're uninvolved. I can fly over buildings, I can fly over parks, I can fly over industrial estates. All the things that I have never done over the last 7 years of flying, since I've had this drone and since this year, I am now allowed to do. So I'm really sorry guys, it's like bloody cars coming up and down here all the damn time. But this is probably one of the shots I will use because it's in a line, and then I'm going to come back to myself. Now, it's still probably a little bit overexposed, but with some apps that I use, I can turn that down a little bit, and then hopefully you guys will like the finished cut. Some of the apps I use, believe it or not, the DJI Fly app has got a built-in editor. You just go to profile, it will show you, or album, sorry, it will show you all the video clips and photos that you've used while you've been flying, and then you touch which one you want and go to create, and it runs an app, and then you can edit the video on the fly, literally on your phone. You can edit it in 1080p or 720p, add music to it. It's got a library of music and sound effects and titles, and then you can post it to your Instagram or Facebook account. So this shot again, it's too bright. I wanted to get more contrast of the clouds, so I deliberately go a bit darker. I can always lighten it, I can always make it a bit warmer without making it brighter, because if you make it brighter, you're just going to blow out the sky, guys. So that's one of the things you need to look at when you're doing a flight, any flight. Look at the contrast of the clouds. You don't want like a white sky, it should be showing you blue, and I've slightly got a little bit blue. I could warm it up a little bit and maybe get the finish that I want. So hopefully guys, that you will like the final cut. Now this isn't going to be done over this weekend because I'm a carer in the community and I am back at work since getting over COVID, as you guys are aware or may not be aware. It's about my 3rd week back since I got it, and I got it actually while I was at work, from someone at work, someone I work with, someone I look after. I got it, I was off, I was poorly, and I was in isolation I took 12 days before I actually came back to work. But this shot is something that I thought, oh, this looks quite cool. I walked over this bridge to get to this field, and it's public footpaths all the way to the point, and even from this bridge all the way to the towers, there is a path in the mud that you can walk along because people walk their dogs here. So I thought, oh, this looks pretty cool, and I'll probably keep this in. And I've done several shots after this which are in totally the wrong direction, but when I edit them, you probably won't know I'm flying away from the castles, as I call them, the towers, the castle towers. You can tell now that I'm flying away from it, but by the time I've done my edit and added my music, and I might do a little bit of a voiceover, you will think that I'm flying to it. And I just think that's what you have to do. You have to think a little bit outside the box. You could either start your video at the end, do the reveal. So the end shot could be the opening shot, and do it completely backwards. You can tweak it. You can, no one knows that you didn't fly that bit first, or in the middle. You can fly the middle bit first, but then add that later on, thinking, oh, I don't want that there. This is a bit I do like. I've got to try and stabilise this bit. But going through this archway, I thought was pretty cool. Now this is flying away from the towers, and I do a shot where I'm flying to the towers. So this probably I won't keep because you can see me in shot on the left there. because I've never done like things like this before with my Mavic Mini. I'm like, I don't want to crash it into a tree and break it. So I was, you know, taking a bit of a risk, but I thought, you know what, it's worth it. When you get shots like this, it's worth it. And this is the process I go through, guys. When I'm doing a video, I'm using a screen recording app, which is a Mobilizer or Mobler or something. I can't even read that right, and my eyes are not that good at the minute. The sun's really bright. But then I thought, you know, I'm going to land, and that is the flight over. Then I'm just going to, the next bit is just me walking to get into the drone and then walking back to where I park my bike. So I hope you found this interesting. Don't be scared to try new things, guys. You know, trying new things is always a good thing. Don't think that trying new things is bad. I had to go up there to 0.7 just to get that nice blue sky, but I could probably warm it up in the apps. Some of the apps I use to do all this stuff, one's called Power Director by Cyberlink, also Action Director, that's also by Cyberlink. The DJI Go Fly app, that's also a good one. VidTrim Pro, that's a good one. I've been Gadgetman 404. You guys have been awesome as always. Stay safe, fly safe, and keep each other safe, guys. Thank you for watching the video to this point, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's totally free to do so, guys. Does not cost you anything. And also hit the bell notification so you know when I have done an upload. Gadgetman 404 out. Cheers, guys. Take it easy.